Wait, before you go, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, this is your mandatory video appearance. I'm forcing you to be here. Yeah, just say hi. She's on her way out.
I gotta go.
All right, see you later.
All right,
Love
see ya.
you. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
See ya. Hi everybody. I had to stop her and tell her bye. That's like a rule of life. You never let your spouse leave without saying goodbye, because you never know. Anyway, today's video is going to be about this 2004 or 5 Ford F150. That's the XL package with the Triton, the dreaded Ford modular Triton motor. I think this one's the 4.6. Hey, I don't even know. Hang on a second here. Give me a minute. Gotta figure out what I'm doing. 4.6, yeah, that's the 4.6 Triton modular Ford engine. These people didn't like them very well over time. Customer states, see if this thing's worth fixing. Now, clearly from the exterior condition of this truck's been around the block a time or two. We got some body damage going on here. Got the blacked out headlights, bumper sticking out. It's got good tires on it. See that right there? But basically what we're here to do is to see if this thing is worth putting back together or not. Clearly it's got some cosmetic issues here. A gunshot or something, or a BB, or a beer can. Got the Bluetooth windshield wiper modification going on here. Yeah, the blade came right off that one. That one's long gone. A lot of dirt. Got some crack action. Some corrosion. Some tree moss. Okay, window tint's looking good. Nice little cover on the top of the bed here. You see we have the new tire theme round back, and this is a Florida thing right here. I'm not sure about some of the other southern states, but see all that algae moss looking growth stuff? This truck has been parked for quite a while. We've got the high-speed tape modification going for the tail lights. That's 200 mile/hour tape. It needs a reapplication though. It's only good for a few years. Around this side, a little bit of a hole in there. I bet you that light bulb doesn't work. Yeah, so preliminarily, she's looking pretty rough. I can tell you that. Let's see what's out back in the storage compartment of this truck. Well, they say you can always tell what's wrong with the vehicle by the fluids that you find inside of it. For example, you find power steering fluid in it, you probably have a power steering leak on it. And if you find engine oil in it, you might have an engine oil problem. If you find transmission oil in it somewhere, you might have a transmission problem. So what else is in there? Some jacks, some cookware, a tire with the steel cord sticking out of it. Okay, so we did gain some valuable information. We have an oil problem with this truck. That's probably not a good sign on a high mileage vehicular module such as this one. Let's hop on into the cabin here. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Hang on, we're locked out. Okay. Go around the other side. Oh, by the way, real quick, before we head over there, let me open this hood back up. You guys saw this this battery system business going on over here. This is actually my battery. This truck showed up with no battery because it needs a battery, but we're not going to buy one yet until we figure out exactly what we're going to do here with this truck. So that's kind of sort of in limbo. It's a good thing the hood is smashed in too, because if it wasn't, that battery sticking up the way that it is might prevent that hood from closing. Let's see if we can get in on this side here, or not. Open. Okay, well, we're in. That's a start. Found the other piece of the mirror. Tire iron, mirror pieces. Got some string, screwdriver. Okay, well, let's get over here and get that driver door open. There we go. The seat's been through a few miles as well. What is this? More evidence. Gas treatment, so it's not running good. Okay, we don't need that right now. Out back, we have no additional fluids, just some stuff. Okay. Headliner looks sort of... it fits the theme of the truck. There we go. The headliner is fitting the theme. So here, let me go around to the other side here. Let's see, keyed on. Hey, we got power. Let's see if it's gonna start. Woo, yeah, it started. Hang on here, let's take a gander Okay, so we're kind of misfiring a little bit, and it's rattling a little bit. It's not the greatest, okay. So the engine runs. Are we dumping oil out of it on the bottom? That's a negative. We're not dumping oil, okay? Yeah. I hear some noises. What a delightful sound you've discovered. Let's see if it goes into gear. Yep, we go into gear. It moves forward. That's good. How about the dash? Brake warning light, ABS light, airbag light, check gauges light. Do we have oil pressure? We have no fuel. Check gauges, low fuel. Yeah, 198,681.5 miles on the odometer. I don't even know if you boys can see that in there. There we go. Yeah, mileage is up there a little bit, couple 100,000. Let's nose this thing into the shop a little bit and get out of the sun. It doesn't know which way it wants to drive. It's scary. I hear Sweetie's actions down there. That's nasty. Okay. Well, now we're not out in the sun, so clearly we have some kind of a engine running problem. It didn't even rev up very well either. Oh, this thing's bad. I think the hood's still popped, but whatever. Let's go back and check it out one more time. Yeah, that's massive. It's not magnetic. There we go. That's massive suspension creakage. Ball joints are smoked. Wow, impressive. It was built Ford tough. Now it's, I think, junkyard ready. Ford tough, junkyard ready. That's the title right there. We got this one. Built Ford tough, junkyard ready. Love it. Ooh, it's got the Bluetooth like air filter window set up in it. Look at that. Now we can see that's actually a performance modification. That way, in case there's not enough air coming in through the fender, we can suck in extra air, like right here, to give it extra horsepowers. There we go. We'll set that there for later. Got a little horn on it. That's cool. We have coolant in this beast. I wonder how blown up it really is. Yeah, there's something in there. Okay, that's good. How about power steering? Yeah, it's got some of that. Okay, so listen, I'm no mechanic or anything, but I think something's ticking inside that engine. We'll rev it some, let's see if we can hear it. Something's kind of wrong in there. It doesn't really rev up. It sounds pretty choked out, like there's an issue with maybe a catalytic converter or something of that nature. It smells like rotten eggs back here. Okay, let's do the paper towel trick. Yeah, look at those little puffs. It's puffing rhythmically from the engine ticks. Yeah. All right, let's shut this piece down real quick, and I want to give the engine oil a check. I'm assuming it's got new oil in it because of the new oil that we found in the back, but I'd like to see what's going on down below in the crankcase. Maybe I'm just being too suspicious and they just do regular oil changes on it. It's very possible. Yeah, this is brand new oil in here, guys. Look at that. That's brand new. There's nothing wrong with this oil. It's probably full of metal. Let's see. Yeah, it's overfilled slightly as well. I don't see any metal on the oil that's here. Nice rich gold color. Okay. So yeah, I believe there may be some kind of internal engine damage or wear. Yeah, let's give this a down below undercarriage inspection. I'm going to grab the creeper. We're going to roll around. I can't lift it up because we got a truck up here in the air and we got another little truck right there in the air. So I have no more lifts, so we're just going to roll around on the floor. Do this inspection kind of old school like. Yeah, that's not factory. Let's see what we have. We'll start with that squeaky suspension that we saw earlier. We got tore up sway bar links right there. We got some spider webs. I can't see the brakes, but I guarantee you they're crappy. Oil leak. Transmission looks good. Let's see what's out back here. I can barely squeeze under this thing, guys. I don't have the space. Yeah, drive shaft looks good so far. Okay. Let's see, moving out back. Let's see what's going on back here. We got a nasty pinion seal leak at the differential. See that right there? It's probably leaking through the splines on the pinion. Okay. Let's see. Not seeing much else on this side. Let's go around to the passenger side and we'll go down below. I think it's probably in a similar condition as to what we just witnessed. Yeah, let's see. Take a peek through here, take a look at some brakes. Those are chowdered up. Yeah, I can tell this thing's been parked for quite some time. It's been sitting around. There's another view of that fantastic pinion seal leak. There's oil everywhere on that. Okay. Oh, you guys remember the video where the drive shaft fell out of the Ford? Not too long ago, the one you guys said that I faked. So I want to know, if I'm over here and I'm taking video underneath of this car and I take a magnet, stick that magnet on here and then put a GoPro down here to take a look underneath while we're driving, like looking at the drive shaft, how am I supposed to tell if that thing was going to fall off from this kind of point of view? I mean, that guy's tucked in there, and if I'm standing up here kneeling down to magnet something to hang a camera down here to look under the car, similar to what we saw when we were driving in here, there's no way I could have known that that was falling out of there, because you can't see the thing because it's like way over and up. See that? And when I had that camera on there, we saw the drive shaft up and then we saw it fall down. So that's my final line of defense on that topic. And I know the majority of folks were they're aware of there was no treachery, but for the 1%ers out there, I just had to have a reason to make another video about it. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for the views. Anyway, it's just as grody down here on the back side as it was on the front side. The body mount's missing right there. That rotted away to nothing, so there's no body mount. That's cool. Sway bar is gone on this side as well. Probably some squeaking ball joints to match the driver's side. We heard that on the way in. And I'm not seeing leakers everywhere, so I'm wondering where all the oil went to. There's a drain plug. Okay. Well, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is this truck worth fixing? I think we need a motor, and I think we probably need to figure out what's going on with the misfires on this. It's probably got a clogged cat. It smells like a clogged cat, and the exhaust stream out back felt like a clogged cat. Let me grab a helpy helper. We're gonna go out back and check how much exhaust flow we have. Let's restart the engine. Yeah, see, it sounds good for a second. Justin, sir, can I borrow you? Will you hop in this and just give it like a 4,000 RPM rev? We wanna check the exhaust for actual flow restriction. Here, I'll open the door so you can hear me. Put that over there. Yeah, just kind of stomp the floor, rev it up. Nope. Let up. All the way down until it like revs up real high and then let go. Don't go slow. Floor it. There you go. There you go. Don't worry, worst thing you can do is blow it up. And it's already kind of blown up. Here, we're trying to look. Yeah, that didn't sound good. Do it again. Smells like smelly eggs. One more time, man. Yeah, I don't think it's worth fixing. Hey, we're good, man. You can hop on out. Leave it running.
All right.
Does the AC work? It's a piece of crap. Ah, there's a red ant biting me. Die! Die, evil wingless wasp. That hurt. We don't have black ants down here, so every ant is a red ant. I mean, we might have black ones, but I've never seen a black ant. It's kind of working. There we go. You gotta kick it in face and then it turns on. It's fantastic. Making cold? No, not really. Hey, the check engine light turned on. Fantastic. Let's get the scan tool and see what happens. It's awesome. I was waiting for something to happen in there. Ah, my leg hurts from that stupid ant. Okay, it's pulling up. Got a 06 F150 4.6 single overhead cam. 198, 682 on the odometer. Let's find out how much carnage is stored in the control modules here. This should be good. Codes menu. Memory codes. Let's see what's in the ECM here. OBD2 drive cycle is incomplete. Cylinder head temperature sensor high input. That's not good. So it thinks it's overheated. It might be. I mean, I don't know. The coolant temp doesn't work. It's probably just because the gauge or the sensor's disconnected, broken. It's got no coolant in it. It doesn't know how hot the cylinder heads are. There's an ABS light. Let's go into the ABS module real quick. See what those DTCs say. Probably says it's got internal module failure, blah blah blah. Replace ABS control unit. That's what I would. That's my armchair diagnosis just right out the get-go. Ah, I failed. Both front speed sensors have a circuit fault, left front and right front. Okay, so the ABS module does not know how fast the front wheels are turning when they are turning. I wonder if we can pick up misfire counts real fast, because it's totally misfiring. I feel it. Let's go data. Blah, blah, blah. It's hot in here. Misfire data. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. You remember Austin Powers, right? Like, I'm not trying to get money. It was the movie. Bad movie reference. Whatever. 2 DTCs. Not seeing any misfires on the current drive cycle, which is silly, because I know that they're there. But Ford's misfire logic is going, nah, not really. It's not really there. If we had Ford's integrated diagnostic system, IDS, we could graph these misfires and you would be able to see visually with the graph changes in crankshaft rotation speed. And based on the position of the crankshaft, if speed slows down, the computer can hypothesize that that cylinder misfired because speed should have been maintained at a certain degree of rotation of the crankshaft, and since speed fell instead of was maintained, that means that cylinder didn't contribute. Therefore, you can hypothesize that it had a misfire. But Ford's logic when it comes to actually setting DTCs and keeping track of them is very forgiving, meaning the thing can misfire all day and your ECM and your scan tool might not see it unless you have Ford IDS, the integrated diagnostic software, which is basically a program on your laptop that you can use to talk to the ECM in this unit. And speaking of the ECM, there she is right there. That's the computer. So anyways, we definitely have an internal engine noise knock. We need a battery. We need a windshield. We need wiper blades. We need headlights. We need a bumper. We need probably fluid services all the way around. We need a car wash. We need a door handle. We need an air conditioner. We need an inside door handle. We need some seats. We need a vacuum cleaner. We need a door that opens, and that's not it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. This is a rejected repair. Technician states not worth fixing. It needs an engine. It needs a lot of things. I think the best part about this truck is this tonneau cover right here. Other than that, I don't think we've got much to go on regarding the overall condition of this vehicle. Yeah, this exhaust stinks like rotten eggs. That's got a clogged cat too. Probably because it's been misfiring. The misfire dumps raw fuel into the exhaust. That raw fuel lights off in the converter, melts it, turns it into a ball of nasty precious metals, blocks it up, then the airflow can't come out, and that's when you end up in a situation like we're in right now. I don't know exactly what blew up inside of this engine, but I know that noise is not normal, even for a Ford. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, well, the technician side of me says, in order to diagnose this noise, it's internal. So we have to disassemble the engine to inspect the internals to figure out where the extra wear is coming from. Does that make sense? However, given the overall condition of this and how much time and money and effort that would take, most shops would say you need an engine. So at the very least, I would recommend replacing this with a used engine. Now, that brings us to the problem of the 4.6s and the 5.4 modulars. Is you get a used engine, you don't know if the fatal flaw on these engines, which is the timing system and the lifters, was ever serviced on a used engine. So your options are, you get a used engine, you throw it in there, cross your fingers and hope that the timing system is okay, or you get a used engine, then you tear it down, you put timing chains in it, and you put an oil pump in it, you put lifters in it, and then you're almost at the cost of a remanufactured engine. But then there's a whole nother set of problems when it comes to the remans on these, because they are such a finicky engine regarding the oiling system that even the remans sometimes end up with remanufactured problems where they're making noises, or you're getting camshaft codes because the timing is fluttering, or the phasers are faulty. They had horrible phaser problems with these. So every avenue of repair on that particular engine platform is remarkably risky, and it's not really worth the 230 horsepower that you get out of the thing. So this is kind of one of them situations where I'm going to say you should junk it and just not waste good money on a bad problem. Now, if this thing was in mint condition, pristine on the exterior, everything was super taken care of, the truck was worshipped its whole life, and then it blows an engine up, sure, I could get behind that. But as it sits right now, you know, we've got a real heavy, low fuel economy moped right here. I mean, there's not really much to base off of regarding how to effectively spend money on a vehicle like this. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a declined. Mechanic refuses to service vehicle. I believe this thing should be disposed of, taken apart, crushed up into little pieces, and then recycled into something more useful. So let's see. What I want to do now, we're going to do one more finalized kind of thorough evaluation here. I'm actually going to go drive this thing some. So let's take this thing out for a ride, and I'll see how it feels. Let's make sure it shifts, because the thing is, even though I said, hey, this thing's a piece of crap and it should be thrown away, the customer might go, well, put a used junkyard engine and see what happens, because to them it might be worth, you know, a couple $1,000 just to keep it on the road for another year. And it might not be. It's not my job to decide how people's money is best spent. So all I can do is offer a thorough and comprehensive evaluation and give an opinion, and that is all. But where I'm sitting right now, at bare minimum, it needs a motor. I hear something crazy going on down there. I feel like the wheel's gonna fall off. driving. Maybe I should put some gas in it. Maybe it'll clear up if I give it a little bit of fuel. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go over here to the gas station. I'm gonna put like 3 gallons of fuel in it. See if it starts to run any better. At least give me something to go off of. Yeah, I don't like that wispy sound or those creaky sounds. Still has no horsepowers. Yeah, it barely wants to go, like my foot's on the floor. What a piece of junk. Oh my god. Yeah, it needs an alignment. Look at that. Steering wheel's like stupid sideways. If I let go, it wants to drive into those people's yards. Watch this. Woo! Here we go. Not okay. Oh man. Yeah, there's the gas station there. We're gonna put some fuel in it just for testing purposes. $5 ought to do it. What's it gonna give you, like half a gallon of gas? That should do it. Petrol for y'all European types out there. I just hope the thing stays running long enough to get back to the shop. Oh, real quick, while we're here, while we're talking about getting gas, fun fact, if you guys look at your gas gauges, and this is particularly applicable for rental cars, if you look at your gas gauge, there's usually like a little arrow, see the one next to the pump symbol, and that little arrow tells you what side of the vehicle your fuel filler nozzle will be located on. So that's the fun fact of the day. Green light? Yeah. I manifested a green light. Woohoo! No horsepowers and no gas pumps. That's brilliant. Oh, wow. Here, I'll tell you what, we're just gonna hide out right here and wait for that little minivan lady to go over there. We'll take that pump in a moment. Some gas in it. Working? Yep. Alright, we're good. We have gas. I'm out of here. Time to get this this piece off the public roadway. Man, I didn't have the camera going, but you guys see that kid right there with that Camry right there? Well, we were in that line, and there was the other car behind me trying to get gas. That kid swooped on in and cut everyone off, and I was like, I said something to him. I said, "Hey kid, there's this line here to get gas, and you just like jumped right out in front of all of it." And he kind of rolled his eyes and wouldn't talk about it, and I was like, "For real, you're just gonna do that?" So I went inside and I told the lady at the cash register, and she turned the pump off, and he's still sitting there trying to get gas because the pump won't pump for him. He's got to move his car, go somewhere else. See, it really pays to just like communicate properly with people. All right, we're out of here. I got $5 in petrol installed. The gas gauge didn't move, but at least I know there's enough fuel in here to like run this and maybe try to test drive it. I've concluded on this test drive that the suspension is garbage. It needs to be rebuilt, and something's making noise. It needs fixed, probably in the brakes. I have also concluded that the transmission shifts. Wait, never mind. It just shifted a gear and I felt the whole thing go brrrt. So yeah, it's got a shifting problem too. So basically there's nothing on this car that actually works like it's supposed to be. Watch this, full speed to the floor. Look at that. We're not going nowhere. I'm gonna blow this piece of junk up by the time I get back. Oh man. All right guys, so I'm gonna write all this stuff up and let the people know what I have discovered on this F150. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any repairs on this, but you never know. You guys weigh in the comment section down below what you think about this vehicle right here. The good, the bad, the evil, and the indifferent. Let me know your opinions. Again, comment section down below. Do not forget to engage that like and subscribe button while you're down there. And most importantly, before I go, I'd like to remind each and every one of you guys to not purchase Stellantis products. Don't do it. See you guys later in a video, in a transmission, end of Ford F150. Forgot about these. Thought they were outlawed years ago because people had to use their hands. And powering down. Ooh. Let's try that again.